I just woke up. Uh, I don't even have pants on. But you know who does have pants on? Perfect transition. Of course. I don't know, but there's a new legend, so that's cool. Alright, I just messed around with it for like 5 minutes in training mode. Well, my voice just like cracked, but it wasn't a voice crack. I guess my first impression is that it very much feels like a heavy weapon, the greatsword that is. I feel like, surprisingly, it got a lot of backlash when it first came out. Like in my video, most of the comments were like, wow, BMG is lazy. They're just making big sword. They could have made so many other things. I feel like the name greatsword just automatically makes people think that it's something that it's not. I say as I'm the one with the normal sword, by the way, just in case it's not clear. Wow, that spikes. Good to know. If it was like a giant fish, I had this comment in my Discord, people would be like going crazy. But yeah, it definitely feels like a bigger weapon. That's for sure. Like even the recovery feels a little bit slower, the Sair feels a bit slower, but at the same time it's also a string weapon, so it's like an interesting combo there. The Nair feels super good. It's a kill move that comes out very quick. There's all those grounded versions. I found that there's an interesting property with the grounded dare where you can actually attack before you can dash, which is interesting. All of his signatures are crazy, like all 3 sword sigs. I feel like all 3 of these great sword sigs are insane. There we go. That side sig super quick, this end sig super quick. That's a DC, so we can look at maybe some things against a bot that I'm not, you know. This is, again, literally my first game with this weapon, so, you know, maybe it's good that that I get some accustomed. This is why you don't record. This is why I record at 4 AM, okay? Not at 11 AM. So if you haven't looked at his lore yet, don't worry, I got you. Jaeyun, he got his name because he was a factory worker in the 1200s. He worked in actually a giant glue factory, believe it or not. And that's the reason why he has greatsword, is because he tried to combine 2 swords with glue, and he just ended up making one huge one. So, a little bit of a fun factoid there. I'm getting sworded with my greatsword, and I don't know what to do, except for use some of these new attacks. Oh, I could have gotten a longer one there, given that they dodged, but that's fine. Alright, I didn't know which move that is. I think that's side sig. I can't get out Jaeyun in the Jaeyun video. That would be an embarrassment. So, an embarrassment to the glue factory. Anyway, so that's how he got his greatsword. You can read about that one in the lore. And then of course, how did he get his normal sword? Well, he was born with it. Okay, that hitbox is pretty huge. Not used to that one. Yeah, literally all 6 of Jaeyun's sigs are insane. Like if greatsword, I mean, we're gonna need more time to see like how good it really is, and how once people get like accustomed to the different moves and stuff like that, like how it matches up to different weapons in the game. But his signatures, based on signatures alone, he's pretty crazy. That Sair right there, I think, is a very good tool for edge guarding. A couple of his moves very much do feel like Cloud. That recovery obviously is one of them, and the Sair is another one. I don't think the dare, even though it kind of looks like a Cloud dare, Cloud from, not from Smash, but Cloud like in Smash, doesn't really feel like it. But this fair kind of does. Fair. I called it a fair. This Sair kind of does. Something I noticed is that when you do a grounded dare, it's a lot faster to do I think I mentioned this, to do a move than to do like a GC, or to do a dash rather, or a chase dodge. So that signature, I don't know the hitbox. Maybe I should have looked at the hitboxes before making a video, but that's fine. All of these things also have dodge windows. I'm just not dodging out of them because, well, it's new. I can't really blame me, right? Yeah, that sig is crazy. That recovery does have a lot of startups, so you gotta be careful when using it, especially off stage. Oh, sword sidelight gotta change. Let's see if I can get like a downlight dare into this end sig maybe. Nice. Alright, up against a different character this time. Maybe we'll be able to see how he matches up, how, you know, different matchups work. On Twilight Grove, you know, not a competitive 1v1 map, but a 1v1 map nonetheless. Alright, I'm gonna grab the weapon spawn. Are you see right there? The Orion didn't even have a jump, but still was able to dodge out of it. And that's something to keep in mind with the Greatsword. Now, a couple things I think that, Ooh! I didn't even need that one. Oh, I guess I did. That, it is slower. So, this recovery, noticeably, a little bit slow. This Sair, noticeably a little bit slow. So, something that you want to keep in mind, I mean this is in general, but when you're playing a slower weapon for sure, is predictability. And you don't want to be very predictable, because it makes your opponent's job a lot easier. And with a slower weapon like these Sairs, you know, if you do a grounded Sair like that, not only are you locked into a lot of lag, but your opponent may be able to dodge it easier. I try to do a bit of an extension there with some dashes. I do like this. Oh, I went off stage there, so it ruined the string. Alright, let's use some of these signatures. I do think this Nair is also a very good move. Let me get back to what I was saying though. You don't want to be predictable. That's pretty much it. Ooh. Alright, picking up the sword. I think I've hit all 3 sword signatures, but I haven't hit any of the Greatsword ones, so never mind. Never mind. I think literally again, like all 6 of his are really good. But yeah, that's the thing, is like when you're playing a slower weapon, you know, if you played Lance, if you played Hammer, if you played Axe, and I think it's even more so for this one, you don't want to be predictable, because this Sair, even though it has a huge hitbox, this recovery, even though it has a huge hitbox, it's like if you miss it, or if they catch you in startup, you're kind of just doomed. So like landing on someone with a Sair is one of the most common approach options, like that. But with a weapon like Greatsword, where if you miss it, or if they spot dodge, you're just gonna get punished 100% guaranteed. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. Ooh, that almost hit. This signature is insane. It's so fast. Alright, let's do the side sig. There's the grounded version, there's the aerial version, same with the down sig. What is that? Okay, that's a grounded slash. We're learning as we go, And there we go. Wow, that has a lot of force. That has a big hitbox. It reminds me of Onyx side sig, but maybe even better. Looking at his stat spread, you know, a lot of the lab monsters, because this is day 1, they haven't gotten a chance to get their hands on the Greatsword and look at all the stats and everything. So maybe dexterity does do a lot, but probably not. So the stat you'd want is probably the one that takes away from dex, and it adds 2 strength. So that's the stance that you probably want to use if you're rocking in the Jaeyun. That one, ooh, I caught the dodge. That little downlight hop version is, I believe, unjumpable because of how high the hitbox is. So, something to keep in mind there is that even though that Orion... Ooh, I caught the dodge because I delayed a little bit. I'm learning. I'm learning. I lost my train of thought. What was I even talking about? I don't know. Even though the Orion jumped out, because it had an upward hitbox, I was able to catch. Maybe I could have gotten another Nair there. I'm not sure the cooldown on Nair. I do think this is like insane move though, this Nair. Because it kills, it's super fast. It would be like if Orb Nair killed, which would be kind of crazy. Ooh. Went for the skies. Didn't come up on top, but that's fine. Avoid the Nairs. Jump side air? No? Down sig. Ooh, I got caught by the later hitboxes in that. I keep doing that because I want to get like an extension, but I might as well just go for the 3-piece. I guess that's what the weapon is designed for, you know. Extensions are for another day, and look at that force, that's crazy. Alright. Okay, I have an excuse. I just woke up. I have an excuse. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna dash jump, yep. I'm missing. It's fine. I have side sig. This move is so quick. And then I have end sig. That move is also so quick. Honestly, all 3 of his sword signatures, like, could match up with the best sword sigs in the game. Like, he might have the best sword kit in the game. I don't know. Maybe that's me speaking too much already, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Seems like they're having a good time here. I'm gonna walk forward and use my big sword, my big moves. I should try and hit this ground pound. Okay. Ooh, they knew I would dodge that way. That was actually kind of risky. So the what is it? The Sair doesn't give you that much horizontal aerial drift when you use it, so you gotta be careful with that. I almost died off stage from just Sairing without jumps and then hoping I'd get back to the stage. Luckily I did, but you gotta be careful with that kind of thing. After playing for a few games, I think my impression is that a lot of the individual moves are very, very good. Not including his signatures, you know, just the individual greatsword moves. And like side light, down light, they all seem like they're pretty good, pretty versatile, have their moments, you know. And then all three of the aerials I also feel like are individually good. And so that is a good sign for sure. Because it means if like all of your aerials, all of your grounded moves are individually good, and then it's like a weapon designed to string together those moves, it's a pretty good sign. So, ow, I'm dead here if they play this right. Never mind. I had an extra jump that I didn't realize. Alright, up against the guns here. Let's see. I feel like this Sair can be a pretty good option against guns. That's a nice 3-piece. Oh, I was gonna go for a ground pound, and then I stopped myself because I realized the ground pound is pretty slow. Alright, caught the dodge. Maybe could have done a different version of that. Ooh, I backed up too much. A bit of a backup. See if I can catch this. Never mind. I'm gonna go for N-Sig, and I'm still safe. This move is crazy. Actually insane. I go high, and I live. Balanced stat spread. Maybe I should touch on that. Whenever a new weapon comes out, BMG likes to make the first legend have a balanced stat spread, which makes a lot of sense. So a lot of people want to play them. I died from walking forward, and sometimes that happens when you just hold forward and don't think. So this time I'm gonna hold forward and then think a little bit, and we'll see what happens from that. Ended up getting me a kill. Nice. Alright, I want to use some of the different versions. So there's like sidelight into a... depending on which bridge you do. Wow, that downlight had a backwards hitbox. Interesting. Yeah, depending on which bridge you do, it's going to be a different version of the finisher. So I think an N-light into a sidelight into a downlight has that aerial version. Oh, spear sidelight also, sidelight and downlight got buffed, so let's see, N-light, sidelight, downlight. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Alright. So when I have that kind of sidelight bridge, if I do a downlight after, it'll be the jumping version. And that jumping version has a lot of force. Oh, I almost died. I was looking at the other player. Oh, and that's a different downlight. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm learning as we're going, alright? Bear with me here. Let's go to the skies. Let's go to the skies. Alright, we went up. We went up. Now I gotta stay grounded, you know? Use some of these string moves. Ow. Ow. Now I'm dead again. Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? I'm just trying to use the new guy. I just want to use the new guy. I guess everyone wants to use the new guy. Heat Blast counts as a new guy. I noticed that dodge up. I saw that dodge up before. Oh, that's bad. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I've been in this position many a time before. They're gonna dash side sig. And then they're gonna dodge up. And then they're gonna recovery. And I'm gonna go bubble. Never mind. It didn't work. Nothing works. Bubble. I just want to step back and do it. Yeah, the down sig was pretty obvious. Alright, I'm in last stock situation here. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I did it. You know, sometimes you gotta recognize that I don't even know what was happening in that game. Gonna be honest, I kind of slacked off a little bit. Slacking off, no good. Slacking off, no good. Another thing is that if you GC, you just get the finisher right away. So if I'm in that last stock situation, you know, I could look for a GC downlight, a GC sidelight, maybe even a GC endlight if they jump, to get a nice quick KO type of deal. Alright, up against an Azoth here. Bow, a very quick weapon that can zone, so I gotta be careful. Alright, got a 2-piece there. Yeah, I feel like if I get caught in Bow's rhythm, it can be dangerous for me because of the slower startup of some of my moves. But then again, I also have a lot of priority. I felt like they might jump, yeah. Wasn't quite up to the task though, punishing it. Alright, let's see if I can do a little bit of what I was talking about with the GC. Oh, that was close. That Sarah's pretty huge. Ah, it's fun. It is very fun. It is very fun. Alright. I'm gonna do a double end light. They're jumping a lot. I didn't think that would hit me for some reason. I don't know why. It's Azoth. That there was pretty predictable. That's why I did that the other way. Recovery? No recovery. They knew I wouldn't jump. Maybe I would have. Yeah. Oh wow. I think I'm not dead yet. Alright, 3-piece, side sig. Oh, I didn't go off stage. Expecting a signature pretty soon. Given that I'm still living, I guess bow off stage can kill me with different bow moves. Alright, that was a little bit of not being used to the Greatsword, because I knew that they would go for that dare. I went for a recovery anyway, because I was like, oh, I'm going to out-prioritize, and then the speed, just the slowness of the startup of that made it so that I didn't live. I got interrupted. And that can happen, you know? Alright. I want to pick up, I want to pick up the new one. Let me pick up the new one. There we go. That one is pretty quick. That one is pretty quick. I think there's like a 3 dodge window with the last hit. I think the first to second is probably a bit more, but yeah, I saw that they spot dodged there, so I covered the landing and then I covered the movement after that. Whoa, okay. I landed and then I just like, I don't even know. I slid off stage, I guess, but I still had the finisher. Right now they're just looking for axe there, so I gotta be careful of that. And have a signature. But oh, I spot dodged too early. It happens, it happens. I guess I'm preemptive with my big sword moves. I've done that twice now, instead of punishing. Ow. Side sig? Down sig. Dang. I misread. I misread the situation. That hit somehow. Okay. I'm gonna pretend like I knew that. Alright, gonna do one last game here, up against another Orion, and oh, we'll call it from there. I'll probably be streaming pretty much most of the day today, just playing, experimenting, rocking the Jaeyun. So you know, you can tune in if you want to, or if not, it'll probably be uploaded into highlights anyway. So that was I knew that they probably wouldn't dodge the first version, but then would like panic dodge after that, so I kind of wanted to do a finisher and then see what I could do in the air after that, but didn't quite work out. That's fine. That has so much force. That just killed. That just killed. That is insane. Kinda wacky, kinda crazy. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I do think that individual moves are good, so the fact that they string together, you know, it'll take some experimenting with what people do, but they definitely feel good, so that is a big plus. That hitbox is crazy. I think that's death. Again. Insane. Insane. Yeah, that Sarah is a lot of fun to use. Again, it does have some startup. If you haven't played it for yourself, it might not look like it, but it does have a bit. So you gotta predict a little bit, but its hitbox is super, super huge, so it's pretty generous. Alright. What can I do here? Seems like they're pretty jumpy. Maybe I can go for an end light because it has that aerial hitbox. I gotta be careful here. I'm gonna slide sig. That didn't go as far as I thought it would. That was kind of just sad. I just fell to my doom, my demise. Oh. Maybe I should be releasing that a bit quicker. Even against the Ada, I was just like, yeah. Oh, that was supposed to be an end sig. I think it would have hit, but that's fine. Seems like it has this this upward initial slash. Maybe it even hits grounded. Probably not though. But it's a good move. It's a very good move. It's like if Jiro's was like better, it would be this. And you can use it to recover as well. I mean, look at that. Kind of insane. Kind of insane. Kind of insane. All right, that's Jaeyun Greatsword. First ever gameplay, ever, in the entire game.